Hello. So I've been reading this book. No One's Coming to Save Us, and I have to admit, I'm not really a fan. It kind of reminds me of like a Tyler Perry movie or TV series, which I've seen a lot of them. But just reading it, it takes place in like a pretty African American town in North Carolina. And when I started reading it, I liked it in the beginning, right? It talks about, a guy named JJ Ferguson, who is who's coming back to a town where he grew up at, and he's doing great, and he's a tech, a person, and he's at the tech now, and I guess he's looking at, you know, making connections with a woman named Ava, and but Ava's married to a guy named Henry, and I think in chapter three it dives a lot into like just how everything is in the town. It was really hard to follow. I'm gonna be completely honest. It was really hard to follow because of how the words are. I'm not and it was. I tried listening to it on Spotify. I have up like a little spot audio book, and even with that, it was hard to follow. But I'm doing my best, obviously. So there were a couple of points where I wanted to actually go off of, and I actually lost it. But there was in one particular chapter that got me particularly upset was the fact that JJ knows that Ava is married to Henry, and even though Henry is a hardworking guy who works at a factory, and JJ is coming from a tech entrepreneurship kind of thing. He's trying to get her back, but in my opinion, that's just wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're coming back to a town where you chose to leave, and you come back, and even with Sylvia, she tells him herself, you came back to a town where every kid wants to leave. So that kind of gave me the notion. It kind of makes me want to, like, it gives me that thought that JJ is coming back to the town to kind of take Ava away because maybe they were like childhood sweethearts, whatever. But my thing is this: is that if you see that somebody's married, and again it goes back to that whole Tyler Perry kind of movie TV show. You see that someone's married, and she is with someone who is a hard worker again, and struggling in this crazy economy within this town. Why come back and try to take him away? It makes me feel like JJ is the true bad guy in this movie. I'm sorry, in this book. So I actually paused this video just to check it. It says here, and it's in chapter 9, right? It says that Sylvia says, but you have to know that every child in this world is trying to get away from a dead-end town just like this one. So right now, that just tells me that JJ came back to this town, right? He's doing his thing. Ava is looking to have a baby with Henry, but it's not working out. So, I haven't read a lot of the book, but I'm just kind of guessing that like JJ is gonna try and compete for Ava in that way to try and get her to be with him. And I mean, if that's the way it is, then this is gonna be a sucky. I think I'm just taking it too personal, honestly. But that's just where I'm at right now. There was another point that I'm gonna look for. Where was it? Hold on, right here. I found it. Page 113 says, when Ava and Henry first married, Ava had convinced herself that she was happy. That doesn't make me feel any good about their relationship at all. If you have to convince yourself that you're happy with somebody that's married, then obviously it's going to be very easy for someone like JJ, who has made it out of the town, to come back and just steal you away from her, especially because you have history with this person, So Henry, being the guy who I believe maybe the victim in this, is gonna deal with the consequences of what Ava and JJ could possibly connect with on an intimate level. So that's just where I'm at right now with the book. I didn't really. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get to page 157 like you asked, but it was rough. Okay, thank you.